never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think we've all been hugely impressed by Wesley Fofana, Peter. You know, he came to England at the age of 18 and adapted amazingly well. And he has great ability in terms of his pace, his strength, his ability to cover the ground.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. So who's he picking out? Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Timber moved on forwards. Looking here to chip it through. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho. Strong running down that left flank. On the other side, really getting hold of the ball. Garnacho. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. James making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's there to get it away. Eze. Rice. Zubimendi. Saliba. That's a sharp pass. Fernandes. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Palmer. Out to the left it goes. And it's played into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice. Calafiori. Trossard. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. Saliba, gently down. João Pedro. Caicedo. And it's Rice. Plays it out wide. Cucurella attempts a clearance. Trossard. Oh, nice touch. And the shot! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saka. And that was very necessary. Trossard. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Joao Pedro. And here's Fernandez. Now who's going to be first to this? Eze. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Garnacho. Oh, good spread. Oh, shooting chance! Gabriel with the clearance. Palmer wins the duel this time. And it's James. That is lovely. Palmer. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
João Pedro really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that has been cleared. Aimed in towards the centre. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Trossard. Trossard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gabriel. Eze. Oh, that's neat. And it's played forward. Chance here to counter. Garnacho. Caicedo. Cucurella. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Timber. Eze. Now it's Trossard. Goes for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedro Neto. James. Fernandez. James. And here's Neto. James. Has it out wide and in space. Trossard. Played towards the other side. Now it's Eze. Trossard. Trossard. That is good strength. Rice. Tribimendi. Purring through the gears. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
James, forwards and with intent. Fernandez, spread out to the left. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Takes a shot! They've got Reed. Garnacho. Oh, sweet feet. He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Garnacho. Oh, it's played into the area. Saka. Saliba chooses to go cross-field. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Garnacho. And it's lofted through here. Pedro Neto. Saka played with finesse. Chalobah shifted upfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedro Neto is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Saliba. Rice. Gabriel. Saka. James gets over and intercepts. Chalobah. Fofana. Aim forwards. Saliba. Saka. Eze played out to the left flank. What a throw in. Pedro Neto. James. Chalobah gently down. Timber. Eze. João Pedro do have a chance to counter here. Zubimendi, and the keeper's got it again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Fofana. That has been cut short. James. Chalobah. Fernandez looks to the other side. Garnacho. Caicedo. Saliba makes the interception. That's been slipped through. Garnacho. Fernandez. Spread out to the left. Garnacho. Tries to get it clear. Moved on forwards. Nicely intercepted. It's gone for a throw-in. Trossard. And it's Timber. Zubimendi. Saliba, head over towards the opposite flank. Trossard, out to the left it goes. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Fofana. And it's played forward. Palmer. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedro Neto. Gabriel. Saliba. And he goes cross-field. Oh, can he get onto this? Calafiori. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, delicate chip through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. It's going to go a long way. Oh, he's found support out wide. Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers. Now that's well seen too. The message is clear, none shall pass. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Timber. Zubimendi. Rice. Eze. Calafiori picks it up now. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. And it's Caicedo. And here's Garnacho. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Challenge, but fair enough. Saka, who does have an assist to his name. And he's picked out the run. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fofana, gently done. Zubimendi. Saliba. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Great defending, strong and determined. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Now it's Garnacho. Saka. Saliba. Rice. Saliba shifted upfield. Cucurella. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well-timed, excellent interception. Sanchez sends that a long way. And it's gone back to the keeper. He's onto it in a flash. Sanchez gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. James. Chalobah, aim forwards. Eze. Oh, this is a great position. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Palmer. Now it's Pedro. And he welcomes it in. It's a great Pedro Neto! Pedro Neto with a beautifully timed run. Eze. Clipped into space. And the ball is out of play. Fernandez. And he cuts out the supply. Trossard. And here's Eze. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Sanchez. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Palmer. Calmly anticipates. Now it's Trossard. Very nicely done. And the shot! Garnacho. Saka does really well to win the ball there. Gabriel. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Calafiori. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Now it's Garnacho. Oh, red, nice interception. Saliba. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared away. Trossard. And here's Saka. Trossard. Great chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's Rice. He's in a good position here. Danger averted for now. Eze. Saka tries a shot! That's really well cleared. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, easy pickings there. Palmer. João Pedro. João Pedro. Palmer, done delicately. Can he latch on to this? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Garnacho wins the duel this time. Played out wide. Hit into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rice. Saka. Trossard. Now it's Eze. Saka. Garnacho. Caicedo. Chalobah. Garnacho. Now he's off and running. Trossard. Garnacho. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rice. Saliba. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka gently done. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Palmer. Always onto this. Now it's Palmer. Palmer. Played out to the right. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! It's in! They are right back in business. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Timber. He's found some space. Tries to get it clear. And the finish! Palmer. James. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. Chance! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're back in front. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Palmer. Over to the left. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Calafiori, that's a good run down the left. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Chalobah is there, and he can get that clear. Palmer forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Zubimendi cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Eze. Lovely bit of skill. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Palmer. James. Palmer. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Trossard. Eze. Great position, chance for a shot! He'll try to keep this alive. Fernandez. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez. Out to the left it goes. Caicedo. Chalobah. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. João Pedro out to the right. That has found him in acres of space. Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Oh, super find. Now it's Trossard. James. Palmer. And that's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. Played into space out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Palmer. Saka. And that could set him on his way. He is through here. Trossard! He scored! And this is getting better and better. Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's João Pedro. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Gabriel. Saliba. Gabriel. Saliba, shifted upfield. And it's Palmer. João Pedro. Brilliantly cut out. Rice. Saliba. Aim forwards. Zubimendi. Zubimendi, gently done. Timber. And here's Saka. João Pedro. Can he spark a counter here? Palmer. And here's Neto. Trossard. Eze. Gabriel. Trossard. And it's played forward. And here's Trossard. Eze. Decent chance! That was mighty close. Played towards the other side. Zubimendi.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Fofana. Fofana chooses to go cross-field. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. James crosses. Palmer! Deftly away. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Eze. Trossard. Fofana can get it clear. Cucurella.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Fofana moved on forwards. Proves too strong. Gabriel. Rice. Gabriel. Saliba. And it's Timber. Eze, clearly not happy with that. Now it's João Pedro. And they can counter here. Zubimendi. Trossard. Calafiori. Nice physical challenge. Saliba. Saliba forwards and with intent. Saka. Saka. Fofana shifted upfield. And now the breakaway. Timber too strong for his opponent there. That's really well manoeuvred. Palmer. Now it's Garnacho. João Pedro. Garnacho. Nice control. Can he deliver? Chooses to go back. Can he finish? Timber. Zubimendi. Saliba. Gabriel, aim forwards. Fofana makes the interception. Gabriel. Zubimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. And that has been cleared. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Garnacho looking to run onto it. He's got away. Delivered in. And it's hoisted clear. James have it back and can go again. Oh, it's come loose. And it's James. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Palmer brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Calmly anticipates. Cucurella. Caicedo forwards and with intent. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gabriel. Saliba. Zubimendi. Moved on forwards. Trossard chasing after it. Garnacho. He has found the Garnacho! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Garnacho. Big chance! Trossard. Eze. Saliba. And it's played forward. Garnacho. João Pedro. Trossard has found the net here, of course. Calafiori. Trossard. Calafiori. Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, there could be danger here. This time, surely. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Calafiori unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Nice looking ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Trossard. Subimendi. Trossard. Rice shifted upfield. Chalobah can get it clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Succumbs to the pressure. Out towards the flank. Garnacho cuts it out. Fofana. Lobbed in behind. Chalobah, gently done. It's just beyond his reach. Saliba. Subimendi. Eze tries to thread one through. Pedro Neto, played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Cucurella. Does really well to win the ball there. Fofana, aim forwards. Ball's gone out of play. Caicedo. Can he finish? Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
That has been cut short. Palmer. And it's Fernandez. And here's Neto. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And he thumps it clear. And it's made its way to him. Good spread. Saka. Chance! It's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Caicedo. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Fernandez. James, played in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a begging.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
It's Timber. Timber. That is a great pick out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Jose. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. Now that's a fine challenge. That'll be a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Trossard puts a cross in. A chance to play it in. The cross. That has been knocked clear. Saka. Chance! He's kept it out just. Garnacho. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Oh, it's come loose. Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. And it's hoisted clear. Gabriel shifted upfield. Rice, Eze is the guilty party there. Gets it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chalobah, played out to the right. Now it's Pedro Neto, and it's James. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Wins the duel this time. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to break at pace. Tries to get it clear. Eze. Saka. Timber. And it's played forward. Caicedo. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. James. Pedro Neto. Out to the right. Now it's Fernandez. Fernandez. It's a mighty effort!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
That's really well manoeuvred. Rice, gently done. Trossard. Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Rice. Liam Delap. James. Aim forwards. Liam Delap. He's found a way through. Lofted in. Cleared without complication. Great ball if he can get there. And the counter is on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Eze. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Fernandez. Liam Delap, over to the left. Rice. Trossard. And it's Eze. Lewis Skelly. Now it's Eze. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And he shoots! That'll be a throw-in. Pedro Neto. Liam Delap. Aim forwards. Eze. Saka. Zubimendi. Timber looks to the other side. So what can they make of this? Gusto. Played into space out wide. Pedro Neto. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Chalobah. Cucurella. Guyu. Cucurella. Fofana. Fofana gently done. It'll be a throw-in. Saka. Saka. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pedro Neto. Could move up a gear here. He's shifting through the gears here. Caicedo. Well-timed, excellent interception. Eze. Trossard. Fofana gets over and intercepts. Chalobah moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Oh, played through for the wide man. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
And it's Gusto. Caicedo. And the shot! Liam Delap. Caicedo. Saliba gets good distance on it. Saka. This is gone, that's a foul. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. Pedro Neto. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal, well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Arsenal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.